Case studies of Freud. Um, from the beginning, I must say that I'm not a fan of Freud. I understand that modern psychology has very few adepts left, very few prominent thinkers would still favor his theories, which are a bit passe with penis envy, overemphasis on obsessive, maybe, emphasis on sexuality in children, and still, there was a chance to listen to this adaptation for the BBC in two parts, two case studies, if you will. Probably the most important ones. Dora, and the second one, the Wolfman. The Wolfman himself mentions in this adaptation at one point that he is the most famous case of Dr. Freud. Who, to start with a conclusion, notwithstanding the evolution of psychology and the fact that many, if not most of his theories are refuted or changed or diluted, is or was a great man and represents a great influence. The conclusion somewhere is that Freud has dominated psychology of the 20th century. He has discovered, he has revealed the importance of human sexuality. That is probably something which cannot be contested. And with a qualification that he probably exaggerated, but nevertheless, here is he's named the man of the 20th century. Perhaps he was. Probably he was for a big part from the beginning to a certain stage. Everybody was talking about Freudian ideas. Oedipus complex, and he has influenced literature, arts, and more. So, Dora, as a young girl, is harassed by her K. This is a difficult case study from this perspective because I couldn't really figure out. We have the explanations of Freud, who comes up with various symbols and explanations of what happened. The girl wanted to make her K advance with his propositions and enticements, and I'm not sure, I don't know. For some time it appears that the girl is not, she's terrified by this man who came to her when she was only 12, if I remember well, and then continued with his pursuit and his indecent approach, up to the point where he even grabs her, kisses her. At the same time, Dora's father has a relationship, an affair with a wife of her K. So this is a complicated, not love triangle, but even a square. And the girl has symptoms which she has borrowed from her father. She wants to assert that she is her father's daughter. That's the explanation of Freud. That's why you have the scarf, because you want to show this, and you also want, because her father had syphilis and he gave it to her mother. Uh, she also wants to make a point that he transmitted this disease, not the syphilis, but the coughing, to her in a complicated web, which is, of course, for a psychoanalyst to decipher. Coming to the Wolfman. Why the Wolfman? Because Dora is, that's the name I mentioned. I hope. But the Wolfman has an obsession with wolves, who animal which comes with various symbols, stories, in dreams, and seems to obsess this Russian noble who has money. Dr. Freud has money and is no object. He says, even if at times during sessions he reproaches Sigmund Freud that he I'm sorry, he is out to get his money. A Russian man. Funny that there's some words mentioned that have an interesting meaning in his language, native language. So the same word is used for soul and breathing, breath. Then there's babushka, which I knew somehow that that's for the grandmother. It's even a song somehow stuck in my head. Babushka, 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 whatever. But it's also for butterfly, the same word for butterfly. And the butterfly, in the mind of this Russian noble and patient of Freud, is a representative of the woman spreading her legs. Strange. There is a story of a wolf and a tailor, which probably explains some of these phobias, these obsessions, desires, troubles. He has sadistic, masochistic dreams, imaginations, and impressions, repressed desires. So in the story with the wolf, there's a tailor, the wolf, and the wolf comes to the tailor's shop somehow, and the tailor cuts his tail, a wolf's tail, and they meet in the woods when there's a pack of them. And the story which the Russian noble had heard from his grandfather. And what do? What does he do? He climbs the tree. But the wolf without a tail is keen on getting revenge, so he says to the others, you know what we can do to get to him? We all climb up on top of each other, and the last one will reach his level. And that's what they do, but he shouts at the wolf without a tail, which becomes a symbol of castration somehow. The Russian has witnessed his parents having intercourse at a very young age, tender age. I don't understand how he remembers. I don't remember things happening at the age of 5, 6. And Freud, with his special power of investigation, he's like a detective, like Sam Spade, manages to know it happened at 5, it happened in this way, and then having intercourse, the parents um, made him somehow think about this castration, which is represented by the wolf without a tail. Complicated, though.